Hey guys, Cocker here. Gonna make you guys another stop on the old guns video. On the old guns videos. Today we have my Merlin Autococker. It's a AKA version of the WGP gun, and I usually run it with a die, one-piece aluminum barrel. I like them. You can get them for cheap, and they shoot as good as anything ever. I usually run it with a 45-45 and a Revy to feed it. It's a Jackal milled Autococker, or Merlin, which I have never actually seen one of these before, which is why I own it. The back block milling is very unique, and it looks wicked cool, and I love it, and it's awesome. So, just to go through a few of the features on this gun. It single slider frame here. It's really smooth. I can squeeze out when I really want to rock and roll like this. I can squeeze out probably about 8 or 9 balls per second, which is pretty fast. Both regs are Palmer's regs, CT 3-way and ANS RAM. Now, you know, with QEVs. I don't really like the ANS RAM. It's not my favorite by any means, but on a mechanical cocker, a ram is a ram. If I had a stock brass ram up here, it would perform just as good because I'm only squeezing at 9, like I said, at my fastest. It's a vertical feed gun. All of the AKA cockers are vert feed. Unfortunately, the Merlin here is drilled for eyes because the difference between the Revenge, which I always have wanted, I will own a Revenge before I die. The Revenges have a different trigger mechanism by which this is the standard WGP system by which there's a rod here which pulls the 3-way. Now the Revenges have a plate that runs down the exact center line of the grip, which goes into a 3-way, which is directly on the center line of the whole thing. So the trigger plate is this big long number with the 3-way attached at the end, and it makes for a spectacular trigger pull. And it makes it unique in that the E-blades and stuff like that didn't really fit this gun, or the Revenges. So a lot of the Merlins, which have identical body dimensions, it made those guns a lot easier to E-blade, and so that's why I got E-blade holes there. Unfortunately, that's what made this gun from about a $450 gun to about a $300 gun. There's a couple of eye holes drilled in the side. It has a wire detent on the other side. I'm not understanding why people switched away from wire detents, because I had an X-Cal with wire detents, and I could shoot case after case after case after case after case after case of paint through that gun, and the detent never wore out, the detent never double fed, and the detent could shoot the brittlest paint on the market. This gun has the original detent, I can tell because it's rusted so badly back here. It's a 2001 gun, and it has the original detent, and it still works great even with the most brittle paint. And if I put a halo on here, it would still shoot fine. So I'm not really sure why people switched away from wire detents, because they work wonderfully. Anyway, like I said, I can pull about 9 balls per second out of it, which is pretty fast. That's one reason why the electronic guns never really took off until the loader technology, or more accurately, loader technology was legalized. Because everybody fed their guns with just a generic Revy, right? Which runs reliably at about 10 balls per second. So you shoot an Angel, you can't pull the trigger faster than 10 balls per second. You shoot an Autococker, you can't pull the trigger faster than 10 balls per second. You shoot an Automag, you can't pull the trigger faster than 10 balls per second. So really, the electronic gun didn't really take off until the loader technology was legalized, and that was Tom K and AGD who did the first force feed loaders. So, and his push is really what made the force feed loader legal. So, another thing we can thank AGD for. That means that Autocockers held on as pro-level guns until 2001, 2002. There were still teams playing with slide-trigger cockers because they could keep up. there's no reason to shoot any faster. So, it's a spectacular gun. I love this gun, and if you guys ever have shot an autococker, it's well, this is the reason why I love autocockers. They're not necessarily the best performing guns. In many regards, they're actually poor performing guns. But when you shoot an autococker, especially a slide-triggered cocker, they have a feel to them that's unique. When you play, you know, with like Cyborg here, right? Wonderfully performing gun. I pull this trigger, it just goes pop, pop, pop. I can't even feel the recoil because it's so smooth. Like pop, 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 pop. Like boring. When you shoot an autococker, it's like there's moving parts everywhere, and you can feel the whole gun's operation through your finger. It's like it's heaven because it's awesome. There's just so much character when you shoot an autococker. And that's really the reason why I prefer cockers over mags, because mags are like that too. They're just pop, pop, no recoil, no nothing. They never chop. You don't have to worry about short stroking electronic gun. Like when you shoot a cocker, it's just character all through, and that's why I love autocockers. They're a poorly designed gun. They don't perform all that well. I mean, they can keep up with modern guns, but I just love cockers because when you shoot them, they're spectacular. So they make all sorts of unique sounds and noises and feels, and most of you youngins probably would shit your pants or something. I don't even know. Shooting one of these guys. So if you ever get a chance, even WGP makes good cockers. I just love the AKA guns more. And it's a great gun. So that's stop 3, I think, on the Old Guns tour. So you guys check out my other videos, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, see ya.